Hey everyone, welcome to Blessed and Beautiful. I hope you're feeling beautiful today. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for stopping past my channel, whether you're a visitor or a part of my slave squad. Thank you so much for being here one more time. So let's get started. So, as you all know, I am on a challenge, and my challenge is to use all of the beads, all of them, from the August Bargain Bead Box Bohemian Nights. Now, let's be clear. I did order the companion bundle, but that is not included in the challenge. The challenge is just the original box from August 2025 Bohemian Nights. Now, there's a challenge inside the challenge. Did y'all see these? I mean, they're cute and everything, but they don't really go along with the Bohemian Nights theme. I mean, we had all these blue and gold, and we had some beautiful dark blue. We had all kinds of moons and just beautiful gold findings. And then we got this, and I'm not sure what to do with it. So let's change it. You ready? All right, before we get started making anything, this is something that you can do whenever you get stumped. All right, so I figured that if we want to make this Bohemian Nights, we're going to have to add to this to make it Bohemian Nights. Bohemian Nights, first of all, is dark. So we're going to add some of these crystals. 3901. You can find this in the Bead Box Bargains website, which is the sister store. That's the sister store to the Bargain Bead Box. So yeah, I'm going to add some of that. Yep. And we're going to add some gold. These are gold hematite. I got these from TikTok, but if you have any gold, any type of gold, that would go well with it. We have gold beads. We also have, where'd my other little thing go? I thought maybe we can add some texture to it by adding these little gold tubes in. So let's put some of these in. I got these from Amazon. This whole kit came from Amazon, and if they still have it, I will link it for you. That's starting to look bohemian to me. Alrighty, so we're going to add that. And I might add some more from this particular container, but we're going to come back to it in a moment, because I see some other things in here that I like that we might just be able to add. Okay, so we got that. All right, now we want some more color, some more multiple colors to mix in with these. So I found these beauties. Again, this is an Amazon find. I should do a video with all of my items that I found on Amazon that I'm using in conjunction with my Bohemian, well, not just the Bohemian, but any of my products that I got from Bead Box Bargains or the Bargain Bead Box subscription. So look at these. They're so pretty. They've got all these colors, and doesn't this make you think of Bohemian Nights right there? So we're going to add some of these in as well. Alrighty, what else did I have in there? Let's see, what's some more that we can add? I'm looking in my little box here. Oh, let's see, we've got some golden quartz, and let's see if I want to put some of this in there. Not feeling that right now. You know, actually, a couple of these might look nice. Ooh. Let me just add a couple, because they didn't give us many to work with, but ooh, that's kind of pretty. All right, so we have this. That's Bohemian Nights to me. I need some more dark blue, though. We need some more dark blue. Let's see. Add a couple more of these. Yes, that's Bohemian Nights right there. I'm loving it. So now we're going to take this multicolored, jazzy, bluesy mix, and we're going to use this to make some items so that we can hit that challenge of using all the beads. Now, all the beads that are in here that I have to use are those little colorful ones, but we're going to try to use as much of this as we can. So stay tuned and see what we're going to do with this next. Okay, here we go. For this design, this is our design, not that part. Don't look at that. That's the mess up. That's the, I was thinking about it, but then that didn't come out right. And so yeah, let's fold that back. I don't want to be confused. All right, so this is the design right here. So we're gonna have 2 of these beads here, and then we're gonna have every of these dark circles. If you look on our planning piece right here, that's where you see these dark beads. Those are the steel blue beads. And then we will have some dangles in the middle, and that's what you see right there. I pulled these in to bring in that cubic zirconia type of vibe, even though I don't have those just laying around. So I did have some of these crystals that came from the April bargain bead box, and so we're going to make some dangles with those. All right, and so then we have 5 of these beads in the middle. That's what you see right here, and then we repeat. We start with the blue and the dangles, and it just repeats. Okay, all right, now this is going to be on a bracelet. This is a bracelet for myself, so it is 6 inches, and that includes the closure, which we're just going to use a lobster clasp. And what I also decided was that when I was doing this, I put 7 beads here originally, but that's going to push it out too far for me. So we're going to change this to 5 beads, and we're going to do 2 of the smaller beads, then 1 gold hematite, and then 2 small beads. So that'll be the 5 that's in the middle. So I need this black wire here. So we're going to take that off. And yes, I'm using this dark black soft flex wire. This is the Conoflex, and so it's not as flexible as the soft flex, but for the bracelet it will work. Okay, so we're going to hopefully let these all stay kind of in this pattern so that I can see. Yeah, that didn't work. Good thing I drew this out on paper. Okay, all right, so we're going to put our bead stopper on the end. And what I decided is that I want to have 2 of these small beads to start, just because I didn't want the dangles too close to the ends. Kind of wanted to set it out a little bit. So we got 1, and when we use these, I want it to be bohemian in a way where it doesn't matter which of these beads I grab, so whichever one fits on here first, we'll do that. So we got 2, let me do 3. Since they're so small. And this is just for the ends. All right, so we have our 3. And so we're going to set that there. And we will basically go into using these little tubes that come in a lot of kits that have seed beads. So I got these here. And again, this came from Amazon. So I'm going to take this little gold tube threaded through here. And this is where the... oh man, that's why we got extras. Did y'all see that one go on the floor? Okay, so we're going to put this on first. Now this is serving 2 purposes, not only just to bring in that dark color, but also to make the space where the dangles slide back and forth, and that way they won't venture over to where the other beads are. And I don't think my loops are big enough to go over top of any of these seed beads, but when I was planning it out, I wasn't thinking that way, so I was like, I need something to make sure the dangles stay in the area where they belong. So now it's just part of my design. So again, the dangles are going over top of the gold tube. There it is. And then we bring this blue here. Okay, so that's the beginning. And I'm going to put my see how they have little feet? You can set it up like that. Thought that was cute. All right, so let's get a little bit closer, because right now what we want to do is finish out making the dangles. And so I already let me move those over just for a minute because we're not looking at these yet. Not yet. So what I did was I had, from another shop on TikTok, I had this massive amount. I have 2 of these. This massive amount of head pins, and so they look like this. They're this size, and so I threaded those on first. And again, these crystals came from the April Showers Bargain Bead Box for 2025, and I'm not sure if they have them separate, but I do know that the kits are still available, and that's what these were in. Okay, and so let's start from the beginning for you. I should have one more of these floating around. Is this it? No, this is it. This one broke. That's a broken, this is trash. Okay, so the reason why I'm specifying that these are the ones that are in the bargain bead box is because these have a hole that goes top to bottom. They're not the briolets that are pointed at the top. Is this a briolet? No, that's okay. These are different. These are different from the ones that are pointed at the top. And I have some that are not pointed at the top, but still are threaded at the top so that the bar goes across like that. Okay, that's why that we have extra. So when that one falls on the floor, oh my gosh. Oh goodness, is this too? Okay, this is actually too thick to go through there. Let's use this as an example. Okay, so these are the way these briolets are threaded across the top, whereas the ones that I want you to use that are from Bargain Bead Box are threaded this way. Okay, top to bottom. Okay, so and these are big enough for these head pins, so we're gonna put this in here. My nails are off, you guys. I took them off today because I could not function, and my nails are still a mess because I'm trying to get all the glue off, so just give me a little bit of room, a little bit of time to get that off. All right, so we're gonna fold this over like that, right? So that's how we have all these, and then we're going to use our where'd it go? Okay, our flush cutter like this. Okay, and so we have about 1 centimeter, and because these head pins, the ones that I got from TikTok, are super strong, I feel like about a 12 gauge, I don't know, they're pretty strong. We're going to use this one. This is this needle nose plier because this one is stronger than this one. I tried with that. No, it does not work. All right, so we're going to use this, and I also am going as big as I can because I want to make sure that my loop fits over that gold tube. What happened? Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness, we are all bent up today. So these needle nose pliers, these are strong. Okay. Okay, there we go. So you want a big enough loop so that the this would thread over top of that gold tube. So that's what I need to do for the rest of these. So here's a couple more that I made. So I'll show you that one more time. I'm gonna cut it at about 1 centimeter. And I'm giving myself a little bit of extra room because, again, I want to make sure that my loop fits over top of that gold tube. And then we're going to make sure that this is not all the way down at the end, kind of like in the middle, or wherever it is on your pliers where it's giving you a big enough hole to go over that gold tube. Trying to center this. There we go. Like that. So real quick, while I'm making these, I have been making so many more videos, and so I am getting ready to get a new phone. One of the reasons is this phone, for some reason, it is a S22, so it is, 3 years old. But when I make my videos, the coding does not like to always work properly on my editing app. And so I was thinking about getting a new phone, and I'm stuck between, do I get an S25 or do I get the Apple iPhone? I've never had an iPhone before, so that's something that I have to get used to, along with, having to know how to use the camera, but also how to just maneuver through that phone. I've always had Samsung, but now I'm torn because I watched this video today, and the video was saying that the S25 Plus is a better phone all around than the Apple. So I'm kind of torn about that. I know by the time you all see this, I will have already made my decision because I ordered the iPhone, but in the morning I need to call, and either I won't make the call, I will keep the iPhone, or I will be calling them and letting them know that I want to switch to the Samsung 25 Plus. What do you all have? Like, what is, I know this is after, I understand this will be after I've already made my decision, but just curious, what do you all have? What do you like? What do you use? What do you think is a better camera? Yada, yada, yada. Let me know what you all think. I think I'm leaning towards calling back and asking for the 25 Plus. That's what my son is getting. And, it should have been a red flag when I realized that the S25 Plus is more than the iPhone 16. And that's just the regular 16, not the Plus or anything, but the regular iPhone 16. My son is paying more per month for his S25 than I will be for if I keep the 16. So the other part of the video was talking about, just the phone as a whole. And it seems like Samsung is catching up to the, to the greatness of the iPhone. So it used to be a lot of people who swore by iPhones, but now I see a lot of people who are kind of jumping ship and, going back over to Samsung. So just wanted to know what you all thought. I will be choosing solely on needing a new camera, a new, recording and everything for, so I can do my videos. I will be buying a camera down the line. So I'm thinking that, all of the pluses of the phone were, what made me also say, you know what, let me just stick with Samsung. Just the processing is a little bit faster. Also the ability to have multiple tabs open, I guess is the best way to say it. I always work with many different apps open, and I saw someone who was saying that, you got to close one app before you can open the other one, and I've never had to deal with that with the Samsung. Now, of course, this was just one person. I'm going to watch a couple more videos before I go to bed just to see what other people are saying, but the gentleman I thought was a very good reviewer because he had the iPhone Plus and the iPhone Pro and the S25 and S25 Plus, and he kind of used each one for 2 months and then made his recommendations based on that. So he also said that he normally purchases iPhones, but that he favored the Samsung over the iPhone. I also went to the comments and somebody was like, it's not 2018. You can get a Samsung phone now. Back then iPhone was like the best all around, but now they're saying, I don't know, Samsung is a pretty good phone. And just the fact that that one costs more than the iPhone 16 kind of had me like, wait a minute, And my son chose the Samsung because he thought that that one was going to be cheaper than the iPhone, and it ended up being the other way around. So, yeah, that was my dilemma today. So I was supposed to record this video earlier today, and yeah, I was on the phone with my phone company, with the mobile company. Okay, so we need to have 12 more of these. Oh, we got one more. Okay, here we go. I made better ones yesterday, but they'll work. Okay. All right, now let's go back to our string. We have 1, 2, 3. I'll put them in my set of 3 just to make sure. Set of 3 here. Set of 3. And why is this only a set of 2? Where's the other one? Oh no, one's missing. Oh, it's right. I never did it. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we have our 3. Okay, so we can take this off, this end off. All right, so the way that the pattern goes again is we're going to do 2, and it doesn't matter what color. And then we're going to put a gold one in the middle. And I thought that was good so that we'd have a good amount of gold between the, throughout the whole bracelet. And then we choose 2 more. I see people do this one-handed, and I can't figure it out. I tried. It just didn't work. All right, so we're going to put our thing. So that's the pattern. And then we'll put our gold tube. And then 3 of the dangles. And I'm picking ones with loops that are really big because I'm not sure if I need them all. So I don't want to struggle with a loop if I don't have to. There we go. Let's see, this one doesn't want to go over the loop. I'll come back to that one if I need it. This one looks big enough. Here we go. Very pretty. Okay, so now we go back to our pattern, which is, and I don't want to lay it out because then I feel like I'm not going to be random enough. I'll lay it out. Try not to thin a gold. All right, we one-handing it. All right. Is that 5? Yes, that's 5. Okay, so the reason why I was doing this is because I figured that there were 3.5 centimeters when I did from blue to blue like that. And so that would get me down here hopefully to about 14 and a half to 15. And then we'll do a size check just to be sure. But I think, you know, a lobster clasp would be good at that number. All right, so we're going to do our dark blue. Where did that come from? That doesn't belong in there. Although I might have had it. I made this these colors before. What is this? That's a bracelet. Okay. With some yellow, and then I took the yellow out. I didn't like it, so that might be left over from that. I spoke too soon. Is that 2? That's 2. Oh. Gold. Okay, so 2 here. And then we need a gold. And then 2. What did I do wrong? This is why I need to lay it out. I don't really want to lay it out. I want to be... Let's pay attention. Y'all were sitting here like, is she going to pick up any of those bracelets? Her little drops that she made. She just forgot all about the drops. That looks small. Okay, that's one. Is this how it's supposed to be? Okay, so then this is working out. So I will put the gold bar, the tube, my last 3, which I might have to open these because these 3 were the ones that didn't go over the tubes. Oh, that one went over. Okay, let's see this one. I think that one got stuck. Come on, go over the tube. Thank you. Yay. Okay, so we did that. And then we need to put the dark blue on, and then we'll put 3 beads on the end, and then we'll do a fit check. Trying to put some colors. I can use a lot of orange, so I'll put some orange. And then white. Okay, that's good. I'm actually going to take 2 of the beads off. And we're going to go ahead and crimp. So that's what the bracelet looks like. Let's get a lobster clasp. I thought it would be fun to use black since I used the black wire. So we have 2 crimp beads. I'm going to use the magic crimper, and I have some rings. I'm going to use the bigger one for the clasp, and then these are going to be my drop that I use so that I can close the bracelet on my own. Okay, I'm going to take that out. That was so cute. So cute. All right, so we're gonna put our jump ring on one side. Open that up. Oh my goodness. Lobster clasp, let me make sure it works. Yes, it does. My son must have had to close tonight because he's not home yet. He was supposed to get off at 9. But the store that he works in, as busy as it is, and in such a, just like a nice area where, I guess the students, I feel like would be, safe going home that night. They always have I can't. Okay, so to keep y'all in a shorter video, I went ahead and I made my chain already with 5 links, and I went ahead and linked my the other side of the lobster clasp here. And so I'm just looking for some cute little some beads to make a drop. Okay, that's not working. It didn't go down all the way, and it's straight on, straight. These were bent, and they're not easy to bend, so I don't know if it was because there were so many of them all together. Why is this not going all the way down? Okay, that has something to do with that bead. Yep, that's right. Put a steel on here. Let's put yellow. If it'll fit. Nope, it won't fit. Will this fit? No, this won't fit on there either. Okay, what did I put in here? Let's get another gold. Okay, cute little drop. We're going to move this over. We can clip it a little bit, just a little bit. We don't need a big loop like we needed for the... You guys, these gnats are getting on my nerves. I set up a little trap for them, which is basically some orange juice in a glass, and then you put a drop or two of Dawn dish detergent, and when they go into the orange juice, they can't fly out because the dish detergent it coats their wings. Try it. I don't know if this is because the light's on. Is it my juice? I'm like, is it my juice? Let me drink it before they do. But we've just had a lot of gnats lately. And I mean, I'm killing them like at least 2 or 3 a day. And I don't know if they're somewhere hatching more. You don't know, but they're getting on my nerves. Sorry about that, y'all. That was my leg knocking over the lamp. Okay, this is closed. Is this one closed? Yes, it is closed. Alright. So we're going to place that on here. Come on. It's like I'm thinking I'm almost done, and I'm like so excited, and then I have to like calm myself down so I can do the finishing touches, you know, your clasp, your drops, your links, all that good stuff. Now we're done. Ta-da! Now this is speaking Bohemian Nights to me all the way. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's put this on. And I hold my dangle here. Bring this around. And I thought my dangle was too long. I thought it was too long, but it's not. If I still had those nails on, this would have been impossible. It is so cute. So cute. I love it. Very Bohemian Nights. I think it is so cute. So, so, so cute. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I love it. All right, everybody. What do you all think? This is my first Bohemian Nights bracelet. I'm going to make another one using some more of these on a long elastic strand. But well, that's it. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me know if I slayed this Bohemian Nights bracelet. Let me know what you all think. And you know what we say around here, whether it is day or evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, I hope that is good. Don't forget to pray because we really need it. And then don't forget to slay. All right, everyone. Bye. Ooh, so cute.